today we are on day 2 of Vipassana. So what we are going to do is to look like a mirror. The mirror just takes the object, it shows, and is not attached to that object. So for the whole today, we have to see that the mirror just reflects. That means the consciousness just reflects. It does not take anything. Doesn't take any nama rupa. Okay, that's the practice. So now we will go into the detail of how this practice is going to work. This Vipassana is what we can say an actual Vipassana, which is in Bahya Sutta. If you take it, dite dite mattam bhavisati, sute sute mattam bhavisati, like that. Or in another sutta, which is 35.95, we can take that. This is Malukya Putta Sutta. Yep. Why this is important is because it teaches you how to do Vipassana. So yesterday we did that, where we looked at the 5 aggregates and we dropped it. That's the process. So in that, I think the senior Vaishali who came here, so she at least understood what is sanya, perception. So it was very nice that she picked it up, and Mrutyunjaya was here. So he saw that she understood. She got the Dhamma. That means she penetrated into the Dhamma. So today the objective is to cut off all relationship, everything, and see. Okay. So the general mechanism of our day-to-day living is we have a form for which we should have an eye. I will see the form, so there is an experience of seeing. And when there's an experience of seeing, there's a perception of seeing that, what I've seen. And then there is a feeling which comes good or bad. And that brings in craving, that I need this, which creates clinging to that experience, which is the cause of suffering, dukkha. Let me repeat again with a nice simile. Not assuming, I see Golden Gate Bridge form. I am seeing comes. What? I am seeing Golden Gate Bridge, which is a perception. And once I perceive Golden Gate Bridge, there are only 2 opportunities, 2 things that can simultaneously happen. Either I like Golden Gate Bridge or I don't like Golden Gate Bridge. There's only 2 options. There's no third option for me. When I like Golden Gate Bridge, it should come into raga, desire, to see it again and again and again, because I want to enjoy Golden Gate Bridge. If somebody says to me that what is the point in going to Golden Gate Bridge, I say, you've gone mad. I need to see Golden Gate Bridge. And that seeing of Golden Gate Bridge again and again is craving. And I want to cling on to that experience, basically. So when I cling on to that experience, when I want to have that experience, it should come right now. But that doesn't come right now, because again I have to visit California, San Francisco, and see Golden Gate Bridge, which is a suffering. Got the point? Same thing with wife, same thing with husband, same thing with children, same thing with everything. So eyes plus form, experiences, seeing. So if you stop there in seeing, it's only seeing, no problem. But if I perceive it as Golden Gate Bridge, if I perceive it as wife, if I perceive it as son, then this feeling, and that feeling creates craving, or a positive craving that I have to have it, or a negative craving that I don't want it. And I cling on to that experience, and hence suffering. So if I directly understand dukkha, so this is the dukkha what we are talking about. Okay. Have you understood this? Any questions before I proceed on the steps for Vipassana? Okay. Presuming that you've understood. So he's asking this Tam kim manyasi malukya putta yete chakku vinyeya rupa adittha aditta pubba nacha passi nacha te honti pasyayanti attite tatha chando varago vapemam va iti. He's asking one very beautiful question. Tam kim manyasi? What do you think, Malukya Putta? Ete chakku vinye ya rupa aditta pubba. Aditta, never seen. Aditta pubba, never seen before. Which you see now, nacha passi. You are not seeing. Nacha te honti passayanti. Regarding which it never occurs to you that should I see them or may I see them? Attite tata chando varago vapemam va iti. In that case, is there a desire? Chando is interest. Raga, colored. Pema, affection for them in you. Na hetam bhante. No. Why? Because that form is not even cognizable. Because they're unseen, never seen before, which you don't see at all. So there's absolutely no interest, no colored, no affection towards them. So what it shows, when there is no contact, there is no imagination, no mental reaching, and hence no craving. Right? When I say I'm craving, I can see that it is not independently inside the object. It arises only when the mind makes contact, gives attention, forms a sign, and begins to appropriate in one way or the other. So if there is no contact, there's no attention, there's no manasikara, can't form a sign, nimitta. So basically, the problem is the contact. No, contact is fine, but the wrong attention, ayoniso manasikara, with the attractive sign at the Golden Gate Bridge, is when there is a loss of sati. Otherwise, there's no problem. I don't see a problem. Clear? Now I take ear and sounds. Yete sota vinyeya saddha asuta asutta pubba nacha sunya sunasi nacha te hoti sunyayanti atti te tata chando varago vapemam vaiti. If you have not heard before, if you have not cognized by the ear, and you did not hear, and regarding which doesn't occur to you because you have never heard them, so can you say, may I hear them? In that case, is there a interest? Is there a coloring? Is there affection for that? Same thing with nose, same thing with tongue, same thing with body, same thing with mind and mental objects created. What if I have never seen America? Mental object itself is not there. Only if I have contact with America, then all of this story will start. If I have not even seen America, where will it come? In the same way, if the son was not born to me, then this story never comes. If I was not even married, it doesn't even come. If I was not even an adult, this doesn't come. If I was just a school going person, it doesn't even come. Because at that time, the mind is not introduced to any one of this. So it doesn't come. Right? So now he asked this question, Etta chete malukya putta dittha sutam mutam vinya nattabbesu dhammesu dhite dhitem bhavisati dhite dhite mattam bhavisati sute sute mattam bhavisati mute mute mattam bhavisati vinyate vinyate mattam bhavisati yato khote malukya putta dittha suta muta vinya tabbesu dhammesu dhitte dhittam bhavisati sute suttam bhavisati mute mutam bhavisati vinyate vinyate mattam bhavisati tato tvam malukya putta natena yato tvam malukya putta natena tato tvam malukya putta natatha yato tvam malukya putta natatha tato tvam malukya putta na vidha ne vidha na huram na ubhayamantare esevanto dukkhassa. Now, this is where Anagami Arhat Phala is there. Here, Malukya Putta, please understand, in regard to things to be seen, heard, sensed, and cognized, in the seen, there will be merely the seen, no seer, no experience of what is being seen. In the heard, no person called hearer or an experience as being heard. In the sense is only sensed, not a person called I sensed it or an experience of sensing it. Hence, merely the sense. In the cognized is only recognition of what it is rather than how it is. When Malukya Putta, in regard to the things to be seen, heard, sensed, and cognized, and when there is only seen, heard, sensed, and cognized, you cannot be that by that. Nothing by that object. When Malukya Putta, you are not by that, then you will not be in that. You will not be in that object. When there is no sun, S-U-N, no, S-O-N, sun. When there is no wife, in that, seen, heard, sensed, cognized. I am not by that. And hence, I am not in that. I am not in that son or wife. When Malukya Putta, you are not in that, then you are neither here nor beyond, nor between the two. This itself is the end of the suffering. What a beautiful one of Vipassana. Because it cuts off clinging to Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara, Vijnana. So, one step short is Anagami, and no steps short is Sanarhat. So, let me unearth what I'm doing now. Can I project it like a mirror? A mind like a mirror doesn't care about who is coming in front of it. Or another example, clouds and sky. I'm the sky. Clouds can be anything: good clouds, bad clouds, dark clouds, white clouds. Doesn't matter. No coloring. I'm not in that. I'm not by that, and hence I'm not in that. Natena natatta. So here, if I look at dhite dhite mattam bhavisati, when the seeing happens, there is no I, the seer. First thing. Then the attributes will not come. This is beautiful. This is so sacred. I want this. This is mine. I must have this. I don't like this. This is not good for me. This is what I'm defined as. This is a threat to me. This is a security to me. I feel concerned. I feel connected. I feel this. I feel that. I'm perceiving danger. I'm perceiving loss of interest. I'm perceiving something is not okay here, etc., etc. So the scene remains only as seen. It's not allowed to grow into craving or aversion or identity or a story. Same thing if I take sute sute mattam bhavisati, a word is how heard, a sound is heard, a criticism is heard, a praise is heard. But it doesn't become he insulted me. They respect me a lot. My position is threatened. I must respond to this immediately. How can they say this to me? I must defend myself. I'm superior. Those people are inferior. What do they know about me? How can they talk cheaply about me? I feel humiliated. How they can do this? So the anger keeps on rising and rising and rising because I'm putting value to that sound. Mute mutam bhavisati. It can be smell, taste, and touch. Wow, this coffee is so great. Oh, so nice. This coffee, you know what? I must repeat this pleasure. Hey, what is this coffee, by the way? So he says some Irish coffee and this coffee and American coffee or Cuba coffee or Indian coffee, this coffee, that coffee. Where do you get it? Well, then the store. So what is great about California? Girardelli chocolates. Why? You've not eaten Girardelli chocolate? What stupid guy? You are in California. You should eat. He said, yeah, what do you mean? You are in California, you have never seen that in San Francisco? Come on. So then the person asked, you know what, I've not even seen Golden Gate Bridge. Shame on you. You're living in Bay Area, not seen Golden Gate Bridge. You've not touched it? No. Why? So now he has put the pleasure window in him. That next time you go, you taste this in this place, you touch this in this place, you smell this in this place. So now I will buy a ticket from Bangalore to San Francisco. Desperate, because my friend has asked me so much, said so much to me that Vilas, don't miss this opportunity. You're going to US. Come on. Yes, 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 yes. Fine. Where are you going? How many days you're staying? 15 days. Don't forget another thing. Yosemite National Park. What is that? Oh, it is Yellowstone. I don't know how crazy you are. I can't go to America. At least you are going to America. Don't miss it. Miss what? Yosemite. Tell your friend, meditation in Yosemite is the best. Tell him. But they don't buy into it. See, last time you went to Google, right? This time you say, we should meditate near Yosemite. It's a lot of energy. Okay. It's called Yellowstone National Park. Yosemite. Please, please, Yosemite. Okay, I'll go to Yosemite National Park. Good. So, Vilas, you're not going to miss Giraldelli chocolate tour. Please book that tour. It's a nice tour. No, my friend orders it online. Crazy guy, you should go to Giraldelli's to see how the chocolate is made. But he stays in Mountain View. Irrespective, he can drive you there. You tell him chocolate smell meditation is the best. It will show him how strong is his resistance to flavor. You should bring good all of these things. What is the point in sitting in one place? Yes, yes, I'll do that. You didn't take a bus ride in San Francisco? No. You didn't take a tram? Ah, Art Vilas. I thought you are a well traveled person. You should take the tram journey. And it goes in like this. You see? Okay, thank you. But where else are you going? I think I'm not going anywhere except for Mountain View and Cupertino and all of this. I'll tell you one thing. You take a yacht ride, okay? Complete tour. Leave your friends aside. Let them meditate. Sit. Ask them to sit wherever. Take one full day ride. Okay, I'll do that. Good. Let's do that. And eat. There is a Roman restaurant. There's a Chinese restaurant. There's an Italian restaurant. There's this restaurant. I'll give you all the names so you can enjoy the flavors. There's a Thai restaurant, by the way. See, Buddhism and Thai go together. You should eat in Thai restaurants. You understand? I say yes. Good. So I cannot bear this discomfort now. Because my friend has told me so much about San Francisco and Bay Area. Every day is a pain. So now we are in May. I have to wait for June to get over, July to get over, August to get over, September to get over, so that I can come in October. Too much pain. 5 months of pain. Okay. And then you have a very cute looking body. How old are you? 54. You don't seem to be like that. Now the topic moves from San Francisco to this body. I think you should add some more muscles. It's very thin, right? It is. See, as you grow older, the muscles will go away. So you should put on more weight. Did you try weights? You didn't do it. I think you should eat some muscle mass. I think you have not taken that. A lot of things. You went to Australia, right? You could have asked your friend Shaniel to give you some of those things. I think they would be eating whey. It's called whey. And you should have eaten whey. A lot of you get a lot of proteins. I think what you eat is not really protein-rich food. I can't tolerate it any longer, so I need it. I'll buy whey, whatever was being used in Australia. It cost really a fortune to buy that box in India. But anyway, my friend has said, I need to buy it. I'll buy it. So this body is me, my body. Because my friend has told that it is very good. So I'm seeing the smell, taste, and touch. So I need to make myself very comfortable. No discomfort. So that is called planning. So why we plan? So that we don't want to be discomfort. So we check again and again with the plan, whether the plan is good, whether the plan is good, whether the plan is good, plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D, plan E, to the I don't know how many plans, and then so that this mute is good. Then we come to the fourth one, vinyate. It's all that we have learned. A for apple, to B for boy, to C for cat, to everything we have learned so far is vinyata. And now I am a PhD holder and I am happy because of that. I could not complete my PhD and hence I'm upset about that. And I cleared it in Harvard. So I'm proud because of that. I don't want to lose to become CEO of this company because I'm afraid because of that. Now I have a 6 bedroom with swimming pool and everything in Hollywood, California. I'm lustful because of that. Somebody cheated me with $1 million. I'm wounded because of that. And I'm an American or an Indian. And hence I'm identified because of that. Okay. This is what I am. This is how it starts. So you remove all of these colorings. Natatha. If a form is seen like Golden Gate Bridge, the mind enters it. If a sound is heard as a wife, the mind enters it. If a thought about San Francisco comes, the mind enters into it and then starts living in that object. It makes it real. That's why it is consciousness. It makes it conscious. Supposing there is a political debate between BJP and Congress, they are the BJP is now the maximum states, and Congress has very minimal now. So when I watch the TV or a debate on YouTube, first there is only seeing and hearing. Slowly, slowly, if I'm a BJP supporter, that vinyata, vinyana makes it pronounced. So I love BJP. So my side is winning in the debate. That Congress person is foolish. How can he say like this? I must prove them wrong. It's good that our Prime Minister is taking care of all of us. Otherwise, these people, they would have spoilt it. Without them, this country would have been doomed. And my view is the only truth because I love BJP. Okay. Now, the mind is not really hearing, the mind is inside the herd. So now it can make up a lot of stories. So much story that if somebody says anything against it, gets irritated. Now we put Goenkaji into this debate. Superb. It's a nice one because many of us have done Goenka technique. So we'll see how the attachment would come and what happens due to that vinyata. A person is seeing a debate between Goenka followers and non-Goenka followers. It's there. Many YouTube videos are there, not about me. There are many videos from monks who debate on this Goenka technique or Ubakin technique. First, there is seeing and hearing. Then the mind enters. I hate Goenka. So I feel very happy of these monks saying things against Goenka. Or rather, I will search for those videos where they prove that Goenka technique is not good technique. So then I will use that video to forward it to those people who love Goenka. Why? Because I want them to come out of Goenka. So, first thing is in Vijnana, you have to take sides. The Vijnana will not work without taking side. So, even in organizations, they take side. This is my company, that is competition company. Side. You are our side or that side. So, you have an NDA, non disclosure agreement, because you have to remain in our side, right? It's our company. Please, this is our company. You can't work for that company. No, sorry. You have to work for our company. It's our philosophy, our idea, our products, our this, our that, our all that is Vijnana. So, in the same way, our technique, our guru, our this, our that, our. So, then they put a board based upon Ubakin's technique, our side. Then those people who follow Goenka are good, those people who don't follow Goenka is bad, is one side. Or those few people who follow Goenka is bad, and those people who follow Goenka are good, or who don't follow Goenka are good. There's only two sides now. So the moment you take side, you start experiencing that side. So vinyate, vinyate mattam. Just a cognition. Goenka is a label. That's all. So when I went to my retreat, it was very easy to remove their label. After all, it was only a label. So now the mind is not hearing, it is gone inside. This is tattva, na tattva, no residence. So when I went to the Dhamma hall there in the center, erased out the Dhamma hall, na tattva. not inside there. This is Ubakin Goenka technique. There she goes. Why? That is dukkha. Then they said, you have to go and sit in Shunyagara. Oft. The word itself is Shunya. What do you mean Shunyagara? Anyway, I was not given Shunyagara. That is irrespective. Strip it out. Good. Very nice. Then they said, this side is men, that side is woman. Strip it out. Why? In Vinyasa, there's nothing called woman and man. So, ne vidha, na huram, na ubhayamantarena. The mind no longer constructs. I am here. Here in Dhamma hall. I will be there. I will be in this place. I will exist after death. I do not exist after that. I'm between this and that. I'm this body. I'm this mind. I'm this experience. The locator, thank you. The locator I is no longer found. And that is the end of suffering. So when I went to the VRI, I never experienced suffering at all. And hence that assistant teacher called me saying that you're doing very well. Now you can go and do in your room. Wow, what a change. So I told that assistant teacher, sir, Goenka is not my teacher. Buddha is my teacher. I don't follow S.N. Goenka. He is not my teacher. For you, he might be your teacher. I have no problem. But as far as I am concerned, Buddha is the teacher. Because only for Buddha can teach like this. Esevanto dukkhasa. This itself is the end of suffering. Right? The same thing is there in Bahya Sutta, but Malukya Putta Sutta is very nice one. And I love his Gatha. If you're interested, I can recite the Gatha. You want me to do that? Okay. रूपं दिस्वा सती मुट्ठा पियं निमित्तं मनसि करोतो सारत्तचित्तो वेदेति तञ्च अज्झोसा तिष्ठति तस्य वड्ढन्ति वेदनानेकरूपसम्भवा अभिज्ञा च विहेश च चित्तमस्सु उपट्ठानन्नि एवम् अचिन्तो दुःखम् आरा निब्बाण उच्यते सद्दं सुत्वा सदी मुट्ठा पियं निमित्तं मनसि करोतो सारतचित्तो वेदिति तञ्च अज्झोसतिष्ठति तस्य वड्ढन्ति वेदना अनेकसद्दसम्भवा अभिज्ञा च विहेषा च चित्तमा अस्सुपहन्यति एवम् आचिनातो दुःखम् आरा निब्बाण उच्यति गन्धं गत्वा सती मुट्ठा पियं निमित्तं मनसि करोतो Sarata Chitto Vedeti Tancha Ajhos Tittati Tasavadhanti Vedana Aneka Gandha Sambhava Abhijja Cha Vihesa Cha Chittam Asupannati Evam Achinato Dukkham Ara Nibbana Uchati Prasambhutva Sati Mutha Piyam Nimittam Manasi Karoto Sarata Chitto Vedeti Tancha Ajhosa Tittati Tassa Vadhanti Vedana Aneka Rasa Sambhava Abhijja Cha Vihesa Cha Chittamassu Pahanyati Evam Achinato Dukkham Mara Nibbana Uchati Assam Pussa Sati Mutha Piyam Nimittam Manasi Karoto Sarata Chitto Vedeti Tancha Ajho Satittati Tassa Vadhanti Vedana Aneka Passa Sambhava Abhijja Cha Vihesa Cha Chittamassu Pahanyati Evam Achinato Dukkham Ara Nibbana Uchati Dhammam Natva Sati Mutha Piyam Nimittam Manasi Karoto Sarata Chitta Vedeti Tancha Ajho Satittati Tassa Vadhanti Vedana Aneka Dhamma Sambhava Abhijja Cha Vihesa Cha Chittamassu Pahanyati Evam Achinato Dukkham Ara Nibbana Uchati. This is about how the six senses generate many sights, many sounds, many taste, many touch, many smell, and many cognizable object. So, if I take the first one, Rupam Disva, having seen the form, Sati Mutta, Mutta means forgotten, lost. Piyam Nimittam Manasi Karoto is attending to the pleasing sign, pleasurable sign. Saratta Chitto Vedeti, he feels with the mind colored by that thing, whatever thing he has taken. Like in the case of Golden Gate Bridge. Tancha Ajjosa Tittati, he remains stuck. Ajjosa means attached to it. Vedana Vadhanti, Vadha means growing. Vedana starts to grow. Abhijjacha Vihesacha, covetousness and irritation is going to take place. Chitta Upannihati, the mind is stuck, wounded. Upahanya, anya, to cut, damage, destroy, wounded. Dukkham achinati, suffering is completely accumulated. Ara nibbana, ara is far, nibbana is very far. Just by making a wife or a son or a daughter or something, this is what happens. Same thing with ear and sound. Saddam sutva sati mutta. Now I have heard the sound and sati is lost, but I am attending to the pleasing sign. Now the lust will start. Like that with nose, tongue, body, and mind. Okay, so in this cycle, the first cycle, what he's talking about, sati is to remember that is not true, is gone mimutta, lost, gone, forgotten, slipped away. It no longer can remember. It's only the seen, it's only the heard, it's only the cognized, sensed, felt, impermanent, like anicca, dukkha, anatta, like that. Then what happens? Piyam nimittam manasi karoto. You always keep on dreaming about the piya, pleasure, pleasing, nimitta, sign, So if this is gone, I will enjoy. If this is there, I can't enjoy. In the relationship, we take one side and drop the other side. We always want that person to behave the way we want him to behave, not realizing that they can behave what they want to behave. So now there's a fight between what I want them to behave and what I don't want them to behave. Same thing when a face is seen or a body of a female is seen. So we see beauty, we see youth, we see the figure, we see the charm, we see the smile, we see the voice, we see the status, we see and fantasize because it is priya nimitta. Saratta chitto. Ratta is color. Sa ratta chitto. Rakta, colored like blood. So raga is why it is called raga is because it is colored by blood. Sa ratta chitto. The chitta is now with this color. And vedeti, because since it is colored, you should feel that. So the feeling is of the wife or of the beauty or of the whatever has been taken into nimitta, which is sign, which is sanya. Pancha ajhosa tittati is stuck, is absorbed, settled with it. So it keeps on remembering that image, remembering, want replaying it, rewinding it, replaying it, strengthening it. Tassa vadhanti vedana. And that leads to increase in the pleasant feeling, longing, agitation, frustration, jealousy, anger, and ultimately in fear of losing that very thing because it is based upon fantasized pleasure. Abhijja cha vihesa cha. I want to possess that because it should be mine. Vihesa is irritation, affliction, even vexation, part of it. So if the craving increases and increases, the vexation also follows. So I need that at my home. So I marry it and bring it. Chittam assu pahanyati. Chittam assa upahanyati. His mind is stuck, hurt, damaged. So there is a damage inside the heart. So there's a wounded person in every one of us. The only way to cut is through sati. Naso rajyati rupesu rupam disva patissato virata chitto vedeti tancha na ajhosatittati yathas passato rupam sevato chapi vedanam hiyati no pachiyati evam so charati sato evam apachinato dukkham santike nibbana uchati. He's reversed it. He doesn't become lustful or rather caught up with the color in the form. Having seen form as a form of five dhatus, Patvi, Apo, Tejo, Vayo, Akasa, he becomes completely recollective with a dispassionate mind now. Virachitto Vedeti, he feels it. There's a feeling, but to pick. Tancha na ajhosatittati. He doesn't remain attached to it because there's nothing to attach. As he sees forms, so he experiences feeling. However, here it diminishes, doesn't accumulate. Thus, he lives with sati or pure awareness that this is not a wife, this is not a son, this is not this or that. Na idha, na hura, uda ubhayam antare esevanto dukkhasa. For one thus diminished in suffering, esevanto dukkhasa, nibbana is near. So today, Vipassana should be on this and this and this and this and this only. So, what do you get tomorrow? Peace. How do you verify? Nibiddhaya, viragaya, nirodhaya, upasamaya, abhinyaya, sambodhaya, nibbana. Why? With this, nibiddha happened, disillusioned. Viraga happened, just spoken. Nirodha happened, ceased. That is, see, Sati has taken out all of this wrong impression. Upasamaya, peaceful. Abhinyaya, directly penetrating, directly seeing. Sambodhaya, seen the Four Noble Truths. Now I can dance. At last, I am in Nibbana. Okay, so what is the practice then for today? Do not allow any contact to become appropriation. It's not about feelings. No, not at all. And the Goenkaji's teachings is on feelings. He misses the key thing, phassa. If there were no contact, how can there be a feeling? You can't do anything when the water is flowing because you already opened the tap. Close the tap. Contact. So no feeling. And if that is there, then there is no pleasing or displeasing sign. And hence it doesn't enter into an object. And not to construct I, me, or mine. And because of that, let the experience remain as an experience without any quality associated with it. See it as arising and fading away. The suffering gets diminished instead of accumulation. That's the pure end of suffering. So, this sutta, especially for those who are from Goenka background, will be an eye opener that why these many years you could not get this is because you're fighting on Vedana by watching the sensations. You have never looked at the previous step, phassa, contact. And this was an eye opener for me from many directions because when I looked at Brahmajala Sutta, I understood the mistake I was doing between the years 2012 and 2014. Because in that he says how people mistake with Vedana. He says, Pussati Passo, that is the thing I need to take, not this Vedana. So I was misguided for 2 long years. And when I see many people on this misguided adventure for more than 20, 30, 40, or how many years, I feel real fortunate that I came out of this wrong understanding. If I was there on this path, now we are in 2026, it would have been 14 years into wrong understanding, which would then become irreversible because I've been practicing whatever Ubakin Goenkaji is saying doesn't lead anywhere. I would have got stuck. I wouldn't have become like Bahir or Mahi or Malukya Putta. I wouldn't have even gone into any sutta at all because I would have just relied upon whatever Goenkaji is saying, which is what I was doing for the 2 years. He is the only truth and everything else is false. I wouldn't have ventured. Thanks to Goenka's wrong interpretation of Pali, that made me, he did a good thing for me. Otherwise, I was so blinded that it opened up my eyes. Oh man, this is crazy. Good. Thank you. Now I appreciate Goenkaji for doing this to me, that he shook me out from slumber because I was so comfortable with him, so comfortable. Thanks to him, I really appreciate that he did that, what he had to do it. Excellent. Otherwise, this many suttas I wouldn't have learned at all in my life. That day challenge, that very day in 2014, when I had to take a decision, should I directly enter or keep my teacher? Still, I kept him for 3 months, giving a benefit of doubt. Then, decision taken is taken. Now I don't regret even a single day that I left the teacher for good. And when I saw Buddha doing the same thing with Alara Kalam and Uddaka Ramaputta, the guilt itself went away. That if you find a teacher who is half half, quarter quarter, and you think you can do it on your own, please. And now that I have Buddha, I don't require anyone. And nobody can surpass a Buddha. Nobody can equal, nobody can surpass at all. So my faith in Buddha is unshakable. I might be shaken by S.N. Goenka, like which happened, but I can't be shaken up by Buddha. Only Buddha can shake me up, nobody else. And I don't want to be shaken by the Buddha because I can see what is a Buddha, what is a Dhamma, what is a Sangha. So I feel so glad, so honored, so best that in this life I could see it myself. Ending of suffering. That's Vipassana. Earlier, I was thinking this body scanning itself is Vipassana. So childish of mind. So childish. It wouldn't have left me anywhere. So sad. I only hope in the years to come, people recognize this and come to Buddha teachings on their own. Else, okay, enjoy your ride with whichever traditions you are believing in. And all of these traditions are just a fabrication of the mind. So you have to decide between tradition and direct. No traditions, nothing. Because all of this will not allow you to be dhite dhite mattam bhavisati, sute sute mattam bhavisati, mute mute mattam bhavisati, vinyate vinyate mattam bhavisati. I also appreciate Buddha for one another last thing. He says how a person can declare to be an arhat in Chabbisodhana Sutta, MN 112. You can be an arhat. You don't have to rely on someone who says something. They are just so and so. Leave it. They can't shake your confidence. So don't lose confidence. Don't shake yourself up. Be uninjured, unshakable. And don't, if you want to progress, don't follow tradition, follow the Buddha. Okay, that's it for today, unless somebody wants to talk or do something. Yes, Ariel. Cupid is that only. Ah, and he's in love. And yes, he's Mara's messenger. Yes, you're right. Because it starts with Kamate, Patamasena, Arati, Dutiya, Uchati, Kupupasa, Titiya, like that. It'll 10 armies. Yes, it's true. And what's your question? You said one comment and one question. Good question, good observation. I like it, Aryu. Vihesa, irritation is going to be there even for a Buddha. What irritation? And people ask the same question, do the same mistakes. There is irritation because you can see the child doing the same mistake again and again and again, or arguing that it didn't do a mistake. So then what happens? There's a frustration brewing, and Buddha will mellow it down, but there is. Bahya did not trouble him. Why? Because he had understood. So just like when I met Shenial, I understood this person has understood. He's here. So I can tell him the remaining. In the same way, Buddha saw this person is ripe not only by age, he's ripe by his experience. If I just tell him this much, he will get it. Bahya, dite dite mattam bhavisati, sute sute mattam bhavisati, mute mute mattam bhavisati, vinyate vinyate mattam bhavisati. So he didn't make like Malukya Putta. Because Malukya Putta, he has a lot of things. So then he starts singing, which Buddha has to hear. Because it took it time. So yato khote bahya dhita sutta muta vinya tabbe su dhamme su dhite dhitam bhavisati sute sute mattam bhavisati mute muttam bhavisati vinyate vinyate mattam bhavisati tato tvam bahya natena yato tvam bahya natena tato tvam bahya natatta yato tvam bahya natatta tato tvam bahya na nevidha na huram na ubhayamantare ese vanto dukkhassa. To that I guess Bahia would have said, Sadhu, 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 and the cow would have come and hit him in that story. Why? Because he understood. He didn't make up anything out of an object. He just let go of the object, let go of the sound, let go of the taste, let go of the smell. The last one is cognition. Like what I did in that VRIU, I'm telling you, Ariu, it was such a stressful situation for me of one teacher, one student consistently calling me and saying, Vilasji, Vilasji, one retreat for us, One retreat, you don't know the strength of Goenkaji, you don't know. And so much of biting from June, July, August, September, like that. Every given day, it was horrible to take it because every day, if I talk something on Dhamma, they'll bring in Goenka, their favorite teacher. They then say, you have not done, all your students are from Goenka. They will feel bad. Actually, they were feeling bad, not others. Anyway, they put that everyone feels bad. Fine. But to do that, I had to remove two things. My favorite Buddha, first thing, because I had to agree to lower all of my knowledge down to give a proper justification, justice to Goenkaji. And then I had to do Animitta of Goenka, because then it would be horrible for me as a Buddha follower. So I had to do so many things which I was worth it to, because it tested my ability on whether I'm an anagami or not. It indeed worked out. It indeed. So I feel so happy for those two poor people who followed up with me for months together for me to do Goenkaji technique, which is good. And I appreciate Goenkaji for doing mistakes so that I could come to Buddha. Otherwise, I wouldn't have come to Buddha. It was a state of getting so hooked up onto Goenkaji that I used, if somebody talks something against Goenka, I used to feel totally red. It's horrible. Shouldn't be. Why? Because that's because of cognition. It's a wrong cognition. It's so dangerous. Once it makes home, that's it. It will never allow you to do anything other than this thing. So every now and then I would have booked retreat, I would have run away with that. Every year, once or twice, 10-day retreat or a 20-day retreat or a 30-day retreat, etc. And then be in that forever, circulating Goenka teachings and forwarding videos and this and that, and too much. That's a problem. Even though if I'm Buddha Dhamma through Goenka, it's still an attachment, a josa. It's there, it's attached. No, not at all. Should cut it off. No traditions should remain. I cleared off Dalai Lama. 10 years of Vajrayana teachings. One fine day, axed it completely. Because that was an attachment. Then Goenka. Then the last attachment, Shenial, $1. Because I could see only one student who could pick what I said. I was very happy. But that's still an attachment. So now I'm free. Nice. Otherwise, by now, Harry, it would have been 14 years of going Kaji ride and more. I would have been a seasoned meditator in Ubakin technique. Be proudly saying I did my 60 days course just now. Also not with Ajahn, also not with Sri Lankan. No tradition, because it picks up. It just picks up and vadhati starts growing and growing and growing and growing. No, na tatta, na tena, na tatta. Tena is goenka. Tatta, it starts flowing within that goenka thing. No, same thing with Ajahn. Na tena, na tatta. Yes. Can to make a mistake. Yes, 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 yes. Anagami below can do a mistake. It's possible. So that's the reason in all of this, Buddha says two possibilities, an arhat or a anagami. So first I need to put a, like what I did, and is also there in the sutta, is that first I have to make my objective clear or a goal clear that I want to be an anagami, nothing lower than anagami. Then comes appamadena sampadeta. I might be happy with sotapanna. Because if I keep on hearing sotapanna itself is very difficult, then it becomes sotapanna. I feel, wow, I did it. Right? No, sorry. I have to cut that off. I have to cut off all these people who tell that it's not possible, it's not possible in this life, it's not possible in this life. Fair. Agree. Okay, keep it, keep it, keep it. I'm not buying into this argument. I know what Buddha is saying. I don't want your argument. Keep it. And now, having put a goal, perfect goal, what I want to gain, I work and I see Sila, Indriya Samvara, this. I don't want anybody to tell me on that you have to do 15 Charana Dhammas. You have been reading that in Itipiso Bhagava. Please do it. That's it. Follow what he does. Charana. Walk by what Buddha has done. That's it. And you get it. Anybody can get it, provided he has confidence in Buddha, not in any tradition. Tradition is, I don't know what to say, but tradition is tradition. They have limitation. They have only seen little bit of things and they have bloated it up, which can happen. If I had a teacher and I like my teacher and I start believe whatever my teacher is only the truth and nothing else, which is far from truth. And he will not even allow me to go through the scriptures because he will say that no questions. Sorry, no questions. Just take what I'm saying. So after a while, I start to see that this is all what it is. So there's no thing called as reflection, investigation. So if you cut Mimamsa itself or Vimamsa investigation, then what's left in that? So the Iddipada itself has been removed. Chandiddipada, Viri Iddipada, Samadhi Iddipada, Vimamsa Iddipada is been removed. Because you can't have interest in knowing more. You can't have any effort to find out what is more. You can't have samadhi, you can't establish samadhi because they say that's not possible. And there's nothing to investigate. So you become a very meek person, walking like this in a monastery, so looking at and pretending to be something. You can walk straight. That person is finding a solution for dukkha himself. I have to be so scared? But they expect it, that you don't challenge them. How stupid is that? And how can they say in no lay follower can get it? How? What grounds? So it's foolishness. You can do it. You can do it. And same thing with Mrityunjay or anybody on this call can do it. Just follow the Buddha. That's it. You don't follow me. Leave me aside. It's no thing, no person. Throw it out. Yo mam pasati, so dhammam pasati. Follow the Dhamma through Buddha. That's it. Nothing else. Through all traditions, all religion, all systems, all norms, all blah blah, all that you've known, because that is vinyata on a wrong direction. You have to cognize, but in a wrong direction, because it is vaddhada. Vadha means grow. It's growing. Don't allow it to grow. Because consciousness makes it grow. Good. We finished it. So that's a thing they are supposed to do here, which I doubt whether they can do it completely, but let them try. There's no problem in trying. There's no thing. So you will come to know. If they are below Sotapanna, they can't do this anyway. If they are Sotapanna, they can try. See, can I? That gives them at least Sakadagami level. If they're Sakadagami, it'll give them Anagami level, which is what I want, so that they don't come into the womb existence again. Okay, should we end our day? Okay, then good day and have a good night and good afternoon, Bobby. See you. Bye.